Hey guys, it's Coach Steve, and I've got this week's workout brief. Coming in on Monday, we're going to start off with the clean, any variation of the clean, and we're going to build to a heavy single rep. This is going to be an opportunity for you to potentially level up in the level method. So maybe you spend the time practicing in the domain where you are there, or just practicing the clean and seeing where the weights go for the day. Once we're done with that, we're going into a 10-minute AMRAP, 5 power cleans with moderate heavy weight. Nothing too crazy, especially for 5 reps. Then using that exact same weight, same bar for 10 front rack lunges, and then 15 toes to bar. Initially, the reps for this should go fairly quickly. The power cleans right into the front rack lunges should be okay initially in the first rounds. That probably will not be the case the entire WOD. 15 toes to bar will probably get pretty spicy for most people. So I anticipate those being broken up. Just trying to go at a moderately hard pace here, looking for a 7 to 9 out of 10 on the scale. And working through pretty steadily throughout this entire 10-minute workout. 10 minutes isn't a long time, so you should be able to push fairly hard, but don't blow it out too early. The reps can get a little bit spicy on this one, so hold back just enough to complete those 10 minutes. On Tuesday, we're going to start off with some good old-fashioned just hypertrophy. Make those arms burn. 5 rounds every 2 minutes on the minute. 12 dumbbell hammer curls, both at the same time, followed by 12 banded tricep extensions. Doing both of those every 2 minutes for 5 rounds. This should be a very solid arm burn. Your arms should definitely feel a good pump after this. You should feel the muscles very fatigued at the end of each round, but not so much that you can't complete the next round. You want to be able to give yourself time on this one so that you can do it. As those rounds add up, you might start going later and later and needing to take small breaks. These do not need to be unbroken. Then we're getting into a 20-minute EMOM where we're alternating between 2 movements. The first movement is calories on the bike, 12 calories, alternating with 15 box jumps. And ideally, we're looking at about 30 to 40 seconds on these guys, something that is very sustainable through the entire 20 minutes. If you're starting to push into that 40, 45 seconds and 50-second range early on in this one, you're not going to be able to make it through this for most people. So kind of keep that in mind. We want to be able to get through this without modifying the reps. So start off lower if you need to, and try to sustain, try to hold on to the numbers that you set, and it's going to get a little bit uncomfortable. That's what both of these will do. This is going to be a heavy breather, moving hard, push hard, take a little break, and do it again for 20 minutes. On Wednesday, we're going to start off practicing the pistol squat. So we're going to do a 10-round EMOM. This is really alternating every minute. So 1 minute, you're going to do pistols on one leg. The next minute, you're going to do pistols on the other leg, shooting for 6 to 10 pistols. Wherever you are in that, modified reps are perfect for this. We want to just practice getting better at pistol squats. And this is a great way to practice this movement. If you're already very good at this movement, a couple of options are add some weight or slow the reps down so that you just build more time under tension. Once we're done with that, we're going into a 16-minute AMRAP, starting off with a 400-meter row, 20 wall ball shots, and 20 med ball walking lunges. This one's going to be pretty close to that just total body exhaustion, kind of in that higher level heart rate, 70 to 80%, not going full max, but still pushing quite a bit. The med ball on this will start getting heavy. The breathing will start getting heavy, and your midline will start wanting to fatigue. Keep breathing, keep bracing, get through this for the full 16 minutes. Keep on moving. On Thursday, we're going to start by building some back squat strength. We're going to do back squats with a 2-second pause at the bottom, 4 sets of 5. All 4 of these sets should be a working weight. That means they're moderately challenging for you. Think about an 8 or a 9 on the relative perceived exertion, meaning you probably could do one more, but it's a challenge. Then we're getting into just a chipper where we're going through a bunch of different movements for time. Double unders, air squats, sit-ups, and handstand push-ups, and then building back up. Lots of reps here, but the whole point of this is just grinding through this, getting through the movement, moving on to the next one, just very consistent pacing for this, not going full out, not blowing anything up, just going consistent. Goal here is under 16 minutes with an 18-minute time cap. On Friday, we're going to start off with a skill. This is predominantly skill section of building power snatch. This is an 8-round EMOM, 2 power snatches every minute, and building the weight. Start off very light, slowly build the weight. We are not going to a weight that you would fail at in this EMOM. Don't build to something that is super challenging for you. Practice good, solid movements. It doesn't mean you can't add some weight to the bar that's a little bit challenging, not going to a place where you fail. After that, we're going to 3 rounds for time, 21 kettlebell swings, 15 burpees over the bar, and 9 power snatches with a 1-minute rest between each round. So it's 3 rounds. Looking to do this one in under 13 minutes and a 16-minute cap. This one's going to be a pretty good push. These 3 movements, you should be able to push pretty hard through a round and then really focus on that breathing between each round so that you recover. You're not going to fully recover in a minute, so the next round's going to get a little harder and a little harder. Really focus in on that breathing, though. That will be the key to this. And do not let those power snatches get out of hand. You want to keep those nice and tight. Very good movements on those. It is a very technical movement. On Saturday, we're doing our annual 12 days of Christmas WOD. There are 12 movements in this. And just like the song, you're going to do this and add a movement in each round. So the first round, you're going to do a deadlift, a heavy deadlift. Second round, you're going to do 2 thrusters and a heavy deadlift. Third round, 3 handstand push-ups, 2 thrusters, and a heavy deadlift. And you're going to continue adding the movement associated with the number of round that you're on, and then work down through all of the other movements, just like the song 12 Days of Christmas. And if that wasn't enough, while we're doing this workout, we're going to be listening to Christmas music, which means it gets slightly more painful or more enjoyable if that's what you enjoy. Celebrating just this time of year and enjoying each other's company in something that can be a little bit chaotic. This workout, not necessarily for time. You can go quickly through it, but the goal here is just move through this, have some fun, and enjoy being with a bunch of people during the holidays. That's what we have coming up this week, guys. Look forward to seeing you in the gym. Bye.